We will now evaluate the integral minus infinity to plus infinity dx divided by x squared plus x plus 1 using contour integration. So in this case, what we do is, I will consider this integral. Solution will be like this. I will consider integral over c dz by z squared plus z plus 1, where c is the contour. I'll have a contour semicircle. Okay. Here I'll have minus r plus r, radius r, and I call the curved portion as curved portion as CR. So when I evaluate this integral, I will have the value of the given integral. But I have to just make a slight adjustment at the end, which we will do. So now what I will do is, I will first take f of z as 1 divided by z squared plus z plus 1. Now I have to calculate the singularities, because if I want to use the contour integration, first we require the singularities. So when I use this formula minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So I'll have minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. So z is equal to minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and z is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2 are the singularities. Okay. So I can write this point as minus 1 by 2 comma root 3 by 2 in coordinate system. I can write this point as minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Okay, when you take the real axis and the imaginary axis, minus 1 by 2 comma root 3 by 2 will be in the upper part of the plane, and minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 lies in the lower part. So if I assume alpha is equal to minus 1 plus root 3i by 2 lies inside C. So what I have to do is, I have to calculate the residue at z is equal to alpha. Before that, I will take this alpha as minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 and beta as minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2, and I calculate alpha minus beta. This will be minus 1 plus I root 3 plus 1 plus I root 3 whole divided by 2, which will be I root 3, because plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. 2I root 3 by 2 will give you I root 3. So you remember this. So now what we are trying to do is, we have calculated the singularities. Now I have to find the residue at the singularities. Both the singularities are not required because out of the two only one lies inside C. So what I will do is I will find the residue of the given function at z is equal to minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2, or namely alpha. So for that what I do is I first write the formula residue of f of z at z is equal to alpha. This is a simple pole. So I will have limit z tending to alpha z minus alpha into 1 divided by z minus alpha into z minus beta. Okay, z minus alpha gets cancelled here. So this gives you 1 by alpha minus beta. That turns out to be 1 by I root 3. This we have already calculated. So integral over C dz by z squared plus z plus 1 is 2 pi I into 1 by I root 3. These two gets cancelled, giving you the answer as 2 pi by root 3. Okay. If you could remember, we took the contour like this. This is CR. This we have assumed it to R. This is assumed taken as minus R. So this will be the center. So this lies on the real axis and the curved portion is in the upper part of the plane. So this integral I will rewrite it as minus R to plus R. Because it lies on the real plane, imaginary part is 0. I will have x squared plus x plus 1 plus integral over CR. This will be dz by z squared plus z plus 1. This will be 2 pi by root 3. Okay. But in the given problem, it is given as minus infinity to plus infinity. So now what I do is, I allow capital R to tend to infinity in the above equation. What do you get when you allow capital R to tend to infinity? This will become integral minus infinity to plus infinity dx by x squared plus x plus 1. This will be plus limit capital R tends to infinity integral over CR f of z dz. This will be 2 pi by root 3, which I will call it as equation A. Suppose if I want to calculate the value of this integral, I should know the value of this particular integral. So let us see what will be the value of this particular integral. Okay. So in this case, first what we do is, I calculate modulus of integral over CR dz by z squared plus z plus 1. Okay. I can write this as modulus of integral over CR dz by, I will write this as z minus alpha into z minus beta. Okay. This will be less than or equal to integral over CR modulus of dz by modulus of z minus alpha into modulus of z minus beta. Okay. You have a theorem, modulus of integral f of z dz is less than or equal to integral of modulus of f of z. Okay. So now, in order to find the value, I just use certain results here. Suppose if I have mod z1, I can write this mod z1 as mod z1 minus z2 plus z2. And when I use the triangle inequality, I can write this as mod z1 minus z2 plus mod z2 or modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 minus z2. When I keep changing the roles of z1 and z2, again I will have this modulus of z2 minus mod z1 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 minus z2. So taking into consideration these two, I will have modulus of mod z1 minus mod z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 minus z2. Okay. So now when I use this, this will be less than or equal to, you know that the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Because this is a semicircle, I will have pi r. And using the result that has been given here, this will be r minus alpha into r minus beta. Okay, I will be using this result. This will tend to 0 as capital R tends to infinity. Because here I have r squared. R squared will reach infinity faster than r. So automatically you will have the value to be 0. So when I calculate the value of integral over CR dz by z squared plus z plus 1, that tends to 0 as r tends to infinity. Okay. When I substitute this in equation 1, the value of this turns out to be 0, and hence the value of the given integral is 2 pi by root 3. Okay. So this is the process of evaluating integral if it is a function of x. Obviously you replace x with z and take the semicircle upper half of the complex plane, a semicircle in the upper half of the complex plane as the contour, use the Cauchy residue theorem and evaluate the given integral. Of course, you keep in mind that the limits here should be minus infinity to plus infinity. If it is not minus infinity to plus infinity, you adjust the integral in such a way that the limits become minus infinity to plus infinity, and then use the corresponding contour to evaluate the value of this integral. With this, we complete the evaluation of the given integral.